Okay, it's time to begin our forum tonight for our City of Sparta Mayor and Aldermen. And first of all, I would like to ask everyone, if you would please, to turn off your cell phones, put them on vibrate or whatever, so that the candidates will have a quiet forum here tonight. First of all, I'd like to introduce our candidates to you. We'll start over here on my left with the Alderman, Thor McNeil. Just raise your hand up. Jim Floyd, Hoyte Jones, Bobby Officer. And our candidates for Mayor, Tommy Pedigo, Jeff Young. And we'll thank everyone for being here this evening. We hope that you go away from this event with some questions answered. And I must say that we had many great questions submitted. So many that there's no way that we can even touch the surface of the ones that are really important this evening. So what we have decided to do, we have discussed it with the two mayoral candidates, and these questions were the ones that were specifically geared toward them. The questions that we're not able to answer tonight that were submitted to the Expositor, and the questions from the audience that we won't have time for. We'll have time for some, but not as many as I'm sure we'll have submitted. We'll take all those questions that are unanswered, compile them, and we're going to give them to each of the mayoral candidates, and they're going to answer those questions, and we're going to publish those in the Expositor next Thursday. We'll start with our aldermen for their opening statements, and that would be Jim Floyd will be first.
Hi folks, I'm Jim Floyd, raised in Hoyte County, married to Frankie Gibbons. We have 2 children, 4 grandchildren. Been in the grocery business here since 1980. Prior to that, I was with a big company called Robert Cisco. Been basically in the food industry all my life. With the exception of Terry Wilson sitting out there, he and I went back and forth to vocational school down in McNeil for 2 years. I got a degree in design drafting, and I think he went to machine shop, I believe. Is that right there? Okay. When I heard that Jeff was going to try for the mayorship, I thought I'd just try for alderman. Maybe do some good in the city, although all these other guys have done a decent job. But you know, I guess the biggest question for this county and this nation is jobs. Maybe get more coordination between the city government and the county government through the chamber to coordinate this thing to get some jobs in here. Because, you know, in my store, that's one of the biggest complaints that I hear, jobs in this community. Whether it be technology jobs or what I call blue collar jobs, you know, that's what we need. And how do we get that, you know? It's like a commissioner said the other night during the forum here, you know, we're not only competing with other counties, but we're competing with other countries. And I guess us as a county and the governing body are going to have to figure out what do we do to get those jobs, whether it be tourism, factories, manufacturing, you know, something's got to do. And that's about all I have. I appreciate your vote and thank you very much.
Thank you, Kim. For ones of you who don't know me, I'm Hoyte Jones. I'm one of 12 children of Jeff and Connie Jones. I was born in Hickory Valley. After Mama quit having babies and some of the boys went to service, we saved up enough money to build a house in Sparta. So I've lived in Sparta all my life. I worked for the city in 1966 and worked for the electric company and the water company. And then in 72, I went to the bank and I stayed there for 37 years and retired last July. One thing about retirement, the bills don't stop. So if you think about retiring, remember that. But anyway, I've enjoyed being on the city board. I've been on it 12 years. It's tough to get jobs, I know that. And we've tried really hard to get them. And we missed one just recently that would employ 250 people. But the land that we had up at the airport was 5 acres short. They wanted to build a building that was 1 million square feet. It was a distribution center. But they know what we got. And so they wanted close to the airport and close to the interstate. So we do have the amenities for a good company to come in and got the infrastructure that's ready to go in up there for that too. But the main thing that I've always stressed to do since I've been on the board is to keep taxes down. And this is tough times right now, and we sure don't need no increase in taxes. In fact, 10 years since Mayor Pedigo has been on the mayor, well, we've not had no tax increase in 10 years, so I'm real proud of that. I guess my time's up, but I do ask you to vote for me for alderman, and if you can, I appreciate it.
My name is Thor McNeil. My wife and I opened the Fragrant Mushroom on 308 Gain Street 11 years ago in Sparta. I still believe a democratically elected government was formed to represent the people, both the private citizen and the businessman equally. When a person feels they do not have proper representation, they have the right and the duty to run for office in order to gain that representation. Our city council does not represent the mom and pop retail and restaurant industry, which is a sector of our economy. 5 of the 7 members that serve are salaried employees. The other 2 are small businessmen in the service industry. The old adage, you are what you know, can easily explain that city leaders do not know retail. Retail in Sparta pays the largest amount of sales tax revenue and a substantial amount of the property taxes that the city collects for its budget. Decisions that are made by our representatives that directly affect our industry need to be made with a retail perspective present in the room. With 32 years of retail experience as an employee, a manager, and as an owner, I'm running for alderman to add that perspective to the council and would appreciate your vote. Thank you.
My name's Body Officer, and I'm a guidance counselor here at the middle school, and I must say that y'all are a more intimidating audience than our usual 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. But I wanted to thank you for coming tonight. You took time out of your day to listen to each one of us speak, and I appreciate you coming out and taking an interest. I'm a lifelong resident of Sparta. My father and mother passed away as manual and Ellen officer. My wife Lisa and son Jake are sweating it out at Cub Scout camp right now and down at Camp Tug, or they would be here. We do have some tough economic times right now. We're all aware of that. This was not started by the board, but we're the ones that's left to pick up the pieces of it. We try every day to recruit jobs. We try every day that we meet or in our own lives to keep our eyes out and do what's best for Sparta. I can honestly say that. Over the last 4 years, we've worked on a few projects. Some projects were forced upon us through federal and state mandates. But even though that was forced upon us, we took upon the task of improving our water system. We've taken on the task, and it's been a long time coming, folks, but we're going to have one levee lit. We've taken on the task of trying to improve our recreation facilities here. And we've met the task. We've done the best we can without raising taxes. And we've done the absolute best, and I will continue to do the best. And I know the ones on the board have and will do the best that they can for the citizens of Sparta. If I can ever be of any help to you, I'm here. Please give me a call. Okay, I'm not as visible as some folks, but I'm here. I'm here at the middle school. That's where I work, and this is where I spend the majority of my time. Thank you.